Well, it's a dire situation in the north. We hope for concerted efforts. Let's take a look at a different story now. Exactly 6 years have passed since Kenya bid farewell to Kenya's second president, Mzee Daniel Arap Moi, the nation's longest-serving president. Today, we pause to reflect not only on the towering figure who shaped decades of our history, but also on the memories, debates, and legacies that continue to echo in the lives of ordinary citizens. This is a story of remembrance of leadership and the enduring imprint of a man who defined an era. Vera Mora takes us back to the life of a teacher who undoubtedly became Kenya's professor of politics.
Daniel, like the prophet in the Bible, a man of wisdom and vision. Authoritative, a proud name meaning welcoming home the cattle. A man who always stood tall, well over 6 feet tall, always upright in posture and purpose, sharply dressed in fine suits, and his outfit never missed a rose in lapel, with dignity stitched in every seam. His smile revealed teeth that remained strong until his final day. He was not just a leader, he was a teacher, a steady hand that held the nation together, and a professor of governance. He loved the rhythm of celebration. He will march alongside the band, turning public parades into unforgettable national moments. But beyond politics and power, Moi's heart beat to the cadence of music. He loved celebration. Music was not mere entertainment to him. It was a language of unity, a pulse that bound the country together in joy, patriotism, and hope.
Uongozi wa Moi ulikuwa mzuri, na Moi ndio mtu alifanya Kenya ikajengwa, maestate haikuwa.
Tunamkumbuka kama shujaa, na hakuna mtu Kenya tutapata kama Moi.
Born on September 2nd, 1924 in the quiet village of Koronyo in Sacho, Moi was the 5th of 13 children. His name Authoritative symbolized the blessing of cattle returning home safely, a fitting omen for a man whose life would later be defined by endurance and stewardship. Among the 13 siblings, Moi had a strong desire for school. That decision to seek education became the foundation of his legacy. In 1936, he enrolled at the Africa Inland School in Kapsabet, now known as Kapsabet High School, marking the beginning of a lifelong journey in leadership and public service.
I, Daniel Arap Moi.
At just 31 years, he was elected a member of the entire Rift Valley from Loitoktok to Kibishi, the Sudan-Ethiopia border, then helped found the Kenya African Democratic Union, KADU, in 1960. But as politics shifted, KADU dissolved into KANU in 1964, and Moi became vice president under Mzee Jomo Kenyatta. History turned a decisive page on August 22nd, 1978, following the death of Kenya's founding president Jomo Kenyatta. The Attorney General Charles Njonjo swore in Daniel Arap Moi as president. That year, Moi issued a directive in his speech that many Kenyans remember with nostalgia.
Watu wengi hawakuwa wanaenda shule, hawakuwa wanajua shule. Yeye akaleta maziwa kwa shule. Alipomleta maziwa, watoto wengi walifuata kama wanaenda kufuata maziwa, wakapata elimu.
The impact was instant. School enrollment surged by 23.3% the following year. Additionally, Moi introduced a free primary education for 3 years, reinforcing his belief that education was the path to national progress. In 1979, Moi faced the electoral for the first time and emerged victorious, silencing doubts and solidifying his authority, confirming his position as Kenya's second president. With authority now firmly in his hands, Moi faced the challenge of steering a young nation through uncertain times. His early years were marked by efforts to consolidate unity and strengthen institutions. Moi first expanded education, increasing primary schools from 9,000 to 17,000 and secondary schools from 6,000 to 11,000. He established 5 universities. Many have described Moi as a political chess master, calculating, patient and strategic. Yet the greatest test of his leadership arrived in 1982 when a failed coup attempt shocked the nation. The failed coup became a turning point. It hardened Moi's resolve. He maintained a strong grip on the country, keeping Kenya stable in the face of regional and international pressure. But as the winds of change swept across Africa and the world in the early 1990s, Kenya too had to adapt. In 1991-1992, he oversaw Kenya's transition to multi-party politics, guiding the country through one of its most turbulent politics.
Hamjui kwamba ndani yenu wenyewe kuna vote. Ambao wamevaa nguo ya mbwa wa mwitu. Wameingia ndani yenu na namna ya kutoa ni ngumu, maana inalala kilichogo kikulacho kiko mguoni mwako.
For another decade he remained in the helm, ensuring Kenya did not lose its footing as the political landscape transformed. And then, after nearly a quarter of a century of leadership, the moment came. In 2002, Daniel Arap Moi retired as Kenya's longest-serving president. The transition was peaceful, dignified, and historic. Kenya moving from one generation to the next. Moi stepped aside gracefully, leaving behind his Nyayo philosophy, his teacher's legacy, and a nation forever marked by his footsteps.
Thank you.
And when he finally walked out of State House in December 2002, many of the staff who had served under him for years could not hold back their tears. These were men and women who had seen him every day, who had worked closely with him. Their emotions spoke louder than words.
Thank you very much.
To date, Moi still remains the professor of governance. In many ways, his Nyayo philosophy, a Swahili word meaning footsteps, was rooted in continuity, about carrying forward the vision of unity and nation building, and his students carried his lessons forward. Beyond Kenya's borders, Moi stood tall as a Panafricanist. He believed deeply in continental unity, lending his voice and leadership to continental causes. And as a founding father of COMESA, he championed regional integration. On 4th February 2020, Kenya lost more than the second president. Daniel Arap Moi was a teacher, a mentor, and a father of the nation. A man who believed in education and taught the nation to walk together. Vera Mura, KTN.